Will we see this curveball coming from the US CPI numbers?
Well, we could do. Obviously, we're going to be looking at the market reaction. We are expecting a speeding up of the headline figure, but also a slowing down of the core figure. So there's going to be lots of moving parts on Wednesday, and we'll be looking at how the market reacts to it. I guess the main point we want to make here is that while the yen has managed to strengthen, rally on those BOJ Governor Ueda comments at the weekend, we're still not out of the danger zone of intervention. We can't rule out that possibility. Sharp moves in the yen are still possible, and we've got plenty of catalysts coming ahead. We've got ECB, Fed meeting, BOJ next week as well. But our first catalyst looming large ahead of us is this US CPI print.
Paul, what do you make of the market reaction across JGBs, across the yen, broader kind of sentiment when it comes to Ueda's comments? Were they taken a little bit too far, do you think, or has that really significantly reset expectations of policy change soon?
Well, I think it will have reset expectations in terms of putting the bumping up of the short-term interest rate, getting rid of negative interest rates. It's brought that on the radar for a lot more people in terms of the time frame. In that interview with Japanese local media, Ueda said he could have enough information on wages and inflation by the end of the year. So I think we're going to see some economists bringing forward their forecasts for policy change into the first quarter or second quarter of next year. And the prospect of the end of the last major negative interest rate in the world ending is starting to come clearer. But one point that I think we also need to make is that on the yield target, there is still a yield target of 0. Although we have this kind of effective upper limit of 1%, the target is still 0. So you can't have a negative interest rate removed up to 0 and still have your long-term rate at 0. That would be flat across the line. So obviously there are some decisions still to be made on YCC, which would have to be made before or at the same time as raising that negative interest rate.